Fallout 4 is an open-world RPG set in the nuclear wasteland of post-apocalyptic Boston. Every level you earn a perk point to spend across a massive skill tree that slowly starts to build your perfect survivor. And the game expects you to take your time with this. But what if you didn't? Today I want to see just how overpowered you can get within the first couple of levels before you even go to Concord. Strong firepower, solid armor, and a character build that makes the early game feel like cheat code. There's like a million ways to play Fallout 4, and I'd love to see what you guys do, so drop your builds in the comments. Also, really quick, I've never asked this in any of my videos before because it feels kind of weird, but I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I think it's a cool goal to go for, so if you guys like the content and you want to see more of it, consider hitting the subscribe button. All right. Let's get into it. Guys, here we are back again in Fallout 4, playing on hard, and we're going to be attempting to get as overpowered as we can before we hit Concord. All right, because we're not playing as Mr. Bones and we have skin, maybe Mr. Flesh? Mr. Flesh. Mr. Skin is better. Mr. Skin. Well, I don't know. They both sound pretty bad. What about just like Mr. Tissue? Dude, these are horrible. I'm horrible at names. What about just Mr.? Mister. All right, so here's the build that we're going with. It's a bit crazy, but I think it'll work. We basically just need like high sneak and a good amount of health. So I have somewhat of a route in mind. I've been thinking about this playthrough for a little bit now. I have somewhat of an idea of what I want to do. Basically, at first we're just going to be collecting pretty much everything that we can so that we can sell. All right, so we got to get some charisma items. We already did. All right, so we already got a suit, it looks like. We got Nate's outfit before we went in. Perfect. So now that we're here, we're basically just going around and looting. We're getting all the valuables we can. We're getting all the charisma items we can. And then we're just immediately going to move on to the next thing. Okay, for the special book, I don't know. Maybe we put this also in agility. We need this. We need liquor. So in the root cellar is great for this because, as many of you know, there's like gold bars down here which are worth a lot, and there's a lot of food and stuff. So we'll take all the food and pre-war money, and we'll take all the gold. So there's 3 gold bars here. We'll just take everything that's down here. That's fine. Also, there's some beer in here, which will help with our charisma. Okay. In this house, there's also mentats here, which is good. Mentats, if you make great mentats, it'll up your charisma by like a ton. So that's good to have. Some more meds. There's another safe somewhere in... Is it in here? It's in here. Here we go. Another safe. Yes. Take all that. The only valuables I really want to keep are like pre-war money, and then anything that's like got a value of 10 or up. Anything below that, I don't really care about holding on to. Got it. Another safe done. And then there's some meds in here. So the goal isn't to like not level up at all. It's just to not focus on leveling up. You know, we're not trying to metagame our levels, which would be good to do, but there are literal guides on leveling up max level before you even leave Sanctuary. Now that we've gotten everything out of Sanctuary that's of value, we're just going to go ahead and head to Red Rocket. Pre-war money. What else? Some caps. Some cigarettes that are good. There's also stims here on the ground. Then we drop into the mole den behind Red Rocket, and we just grab the fusion core that's in here. All right, so we got the fusion core in the mole rat den. Then we're going to make a beeline for this water tower. Guys, we're doing this quick. We're doing this fast. Purified water up here. We have some more stims and first aid. All right, potatoes. Take all the potatoes. They weigh like nothing, and they're good health. All right, so just beyond the Abernathy farm, we have this little shack. Got some cigarettes, cigars, some whiskey. We got a good amount of little stuff out here. Now we're gonna go back to Sanctuary. Now that we're back in Sanctuary, we're gonna go to the chem station here. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Grape mentats. So grape mentats they give you +5 charisma. So we're just gonna make that off rips because that's gonna help us a lot when it comes to buying stuff. I don't know if we're gonna have enough charisma and caps for what we need, so we are going to hit the stash that's over here. There's this pump. You turn this off and follow the hose up the hill. You will find this generator, and you can turn it. You can lift up the lid, and there's a bunch of cap stashes in there. All right, so now we're going to the. There's like a junkyard over here. What the? All right, dude. You know what? Enough. Here we are. We're at the robotics disposal grounds. So in the trunk here, there's a fusion core, and inside the building, there are some stims and some more military grade circuit boards and a computer here. So we're going to inject the holotape. Take the magazine, which gives us some power armor, paint. The holotape that we grabbed, now we can load it. Activate the sentry bot. Now that it's activated, we're going to initiate self-destruct. Oh, I hear it. Self-destructing. Here it goes. Oh, okay. All right, so that worked. All right, so now this thing also has a good amount of loot in it. Most importantly, it also has 2 more fusion cores on it. So I can show you that. I think I looted it too quickly. But this thing had, yeah, so now we've got 4 fusion cores, which is great. Now we go to Abernathy Farm and we head to Vault 81. All right, we're about to hit level 2. Jesus. Now that we've leveled up, I think what we could do for now is get Scrounger. If we come across any more like trunks or anything like that, we can get some extra ammo. There is like this little, I guess, trading post like back here, right? Like a little farm or whatever. There's a day tripper that I picked up. Some pre-war money. In the back room, there's another day tripper here on the chem station, which we'll take. All right, so now that we're here at Vault 81, we go inside. Guys, you already know where I'm going, I'm sure. Let's see if we pass the skill check here. I'm going to put on some of my my clothing. All right, so battered fedora, which gives us luck. Put on our t-shirt and slack. And we don't have anything else that'll give us charisma. We might as well put the hat on. Come on. All right, guys. Come on. Can we pass the skill check? All right, skill check. Here we go.
But I'm a fellow vault dweller. Can't you just let me in?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Whoa, first try. First try. Let's go, dude. That hat, the lucky hat. If you guys don't know what we're doing by now, we're going for the Overseer's Guardian, which is a combat rifle that shoots 2 projectiles for the price of 1. And Alexis Combs here sells it. We are now going to do a couple things. So we're going to don our super sick t-shirt and slacks. Our day tripper, which increases our charisma by 3 for 10 minutes. We're going to drink our Gwyneth Stout, which increases charisma. And we're going to take our, where is it? Drugs. Grape Mentats, which increases charisma by 5 for 8 minutes. What's our charisma now? Our charisma with all this is plus 12. Jesus. Okay. All right. So first things first. All the 45 ammo and her Overseer's Guardian, and we sell her literally everything that we have on us. So all of our weapons. We can sell all of our other ammo because we're not going to need any of this. Sell her all of our junk and obviously the gold bars. And then just, there's all the junk. And now we're going to take all of her caps. Oops, I think we took a little bit too much. All right. Good trade. Now we're not going to be able to afford the Overseer's right arm guard. It's going to be, it's impossible. It's 9,000. We definitely don't have that on us. But for now, we're looking good. So we're level 2 and we have the Overseer's Guardian with 154 rounds. Now comes the hard part because we have to get the armor. And the only way to get the armor is by looting somebody else who has the armor. Speaking of armor, we have to go down here to Quincy Ruins. You know, I just had an idea. Maybe we should wait for Cricket to come by and we can buy all of her 45 ammo as well. Let's sleep a little bit. Oh my, I've never been so scared and caught off guard from a video game in my entire life. And it came from Fallout 4. I thought I was hearing like the Brahmin from Cricket. Dude, that was the scariest fucking thing I've ever had. Hey! Hey! First of all, what kind of save is that? I mean, level 2 and I'm taking on, come on. I could take on a stunted Yayo Gyowie. All right, level 3. All right, for level 3, we'll do Commando because the Overseer's Guardian is, why did I heal? The Overseer's Guardian is an automatic. All right, 1,000 caps. Come on, Cricket. You know I'm good for it. Nice. Good, we're done. We have a bunch of 45 now. Like a really good amount of 45. And yeah, I think we are safe to start heading towards Quincy Ruins. What is that? What was that? Am I crazy? There was like a big blue light. There's another one? Oh my god. There was 2. Maybe we go around. What? Hello? Alright, here we are. This is exactly where we need to be. Just not right next to the mutants. Alright, now that we're here, we have to be a little careful. This is a camp full of gunners, and the reason we're here is because that guy up there, Baker, has heavy combat armor. He has everything besides the helmet and the right arm. The helmet's easy to get. The right arm is not going to be easy to get. It's pretty much impossible to... Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, what was I saying? So the right arm, the heavy combat right arm is pretty much impossible to get until you're like level 20 something, and then it starts to spawn around. But for now, we can get at least an entire set besides the right arm, which will be worth it. All right, this is not good. This is not... What is happening? Guys, I did not want to, this is not the idea. This is not the plan. This is not the plan. Okay, we gotta hide. Seems like the fighting has stopped. Everyone went back to their respective areas. Let's sleep until dark time. Dark time? Nighttime. Oh my goodness. All right, now that it's dark, it'll be a little easier to sneak around. I need this caution to go away. I need them to completely forget about me. Now we have to take out like a few of the guards. We just need Baker. I don't even see him up there anymore. Maybe he went to go... Maybe he's off somewhere. I'm right next to somebody, but... Oh, there they are. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Sneak on the wall. Where the hell? Where's Baker? Another one in here. Oh. Caution. Stop moving. Where are you? Show yourself. Come on. Oh no. Oh no, come on. Come on. Come on. One more hit. Nice. Alright, that's 2 down. There's a lot of gunners in here, but we're not gonna take them all out. We're just gonna take out the ones that we need to. There, wait, that's not him. Who's that? Where's Baker? Wait, did I see him? Private, I just saw his name. Baker, he's somewhere over here. Oh, he's in the window. We're gonna have to go in there and get him. All right, I'm gonna attempt to sneak inside now. We do not want to alert the entire camp. That is the last thing we want to do.
What?
There's Baker. There's Baker. Oh, we're in danger. Oh. What? Where is she shooting me from? What? All right, fall back. All right. Maybe we don't... Maybe we don't go in there, okay? Sorry. Hold on. Oh, I see him. I see him. Little rascal. All right. I think we're a little too close. Too close still. Okay, there's no way we're too close now. Yeah. Now you're out of mini nukes, huh? All right, now we can get closer. A little closer. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Baker is down. Baker is down. There's one more, like, gunner private in the church somewhere, but I honestly can't be bothered. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, we're hitting. That was really bad aim on my part, but come on, it's the gun. The gun sucks. There's a ton, like a ton of other gunners here. In fact, I think there's another boss here in power armor. So we are just going to ignore them all. Okay, did his head roll off? Okay, I don't know if his head fell off. Let's check inside. Let's check inside. Maybe he fell in. Did he fall in? Is that it? There he is. Oh yeah, heavy combat armor. Amazing. Level 3, you can't really ask for a better starting kit, am I right? Helmets are pretty easy to get. In the spirit of continuing the challenge a little bit, we're gonna go get a helmet. The helmet's pretty easy. We're gonna go to the prison state asylum and just kill one of the mercenaries out there with a helmet on. There it is. Here it is. Here's the mercenaries that we need. This prison's got, you know, mercenaries.
This is private property.
They're wearing combat armor. Isn't that amazing? How useful is that for us? Now we've got a helmet. All right, guys, now that we have the Overseer's Guardian with the complete set, or almost complete set, of the heavy combat armor, I think it's time we go visit and save our friend Preston Garvey, huh? What do you guys think? Hopefully we've prepared enough. I don't know. We might have a little bit of a struggle here, you know? Step 1, let's get dog meat finally. We've been neglecting him for too long.
Then.
All right, we're finally in Concord. We have finally arrived. Wow, I'm just one-shotting or two-shotting most of these guys.
Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Grab the laser musket. You out of your mind, dude? You know, level 4, we don't really need it, but why not, rifleman? Why not? Why not? Man, this is pretty pathetic.
Hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around here.
Oh my god, it's just like a bloodbath. It's just... Guys, I think this challenge was too effective. All right. Time to go outside and handle business. Power armor, that's cute. I'll take the caps though. Cute little power armor up here with a cute little minigun.
Boss, we got somebody up here. You get down here. Let you and my boys have a little talk.
They don't even know I'm up here. I killed him so quick he didn't even realize I was here. All right, Deathclaw time. Wow. Guys, that was really tough. It's a good thing that we prepared, you know, we had a little bit of preparations going into that, because I don't know how I would have handled that otherwise. Well, guys, let me know what you thought of this character build and if you thought it was worth it. I don't know what a full playthrough would look like. I don't think the difficulty would start ramping up until like level 30 or 40. Then you'd start having to like, you know, stop walking into people.